There are stories about heroes defeating monsters with swords. Stories about powerful kings raising armies. Stories about magical weapons saving entire kingdoms. But this story is different. Because in this story, the monsters were defeated by a lie. And the man who defeated them was nothing more than a carpenter. It all began in a place no human had ever seen. There existed a realm known simply as the Dark Kingdom. A land where monsters ruled. The sky was always gray. The rivers ran black. And creatures that would terrify humans were considered completely normal. But even in a kingdom of monsters, there were limits. And 5 monsters crossed them all. Their names became infamous throughout the realm.
Brug the Crusher,
Vexer the Whisperer, Morgath the Devourer, Scorn the Tormentor, and Dreadclaw the Hunter. Individually, they were dangerous. Together, they were unstoppable. They raided monster settlements, burned villages, stole treasures, destroyed homes. They weren't doing it to survive. They weren't following orders. They simply liked causing suffering. For years, the rulers of the Dark Kingdom tolerated them. Until one day they realized something terrifying.
The 5 monsters had become a threat to the kingdom itself. So an order was given. The monsters were captured,
dragged before the throne,
and sentenced to permanent exile.
no appeals!
No second chances. Just one command. Leave. And never return.
The monsters were furious. But there was nothing they could do. So they left. For months they wandered through unknown lands, crossing mountains, forests, deserts, searching for somewhere new to conquer. Then one evening, they saw smoke rising from a valley. A village, small, peaceful, unprotected. Its name was Raven Creek, and from the moment the monsters laid eyes on it, its fate was sealed.
At first, the villagers didn't even know something was wrong. A few animals disappeared. Then food began vanishing.
Then strange shadows were spotted in the woods. By the time people realized what had arrived,
it was already too late. Every night brought fresh terror. Brug smashed barns for fun.
Morgath devoured livestock. Vexa manipulated villagers into turning against one another. Scorn delighted in spreading fear.
And Dreadclaw hunted anyone who wandered outside alone after sunset. The village slowly transformed. Laughter disappeared. Children stopped playing outside. Doors remained locked. People whispered instead of speaking openly. Fear became part of daily life. Months passed. Many tried to stop the monsters. Hunters formed groups. Neighboring towns sent volunteers. Even traveling warriors attempted to help. None succeeded. Some never returned. Others fled in terror.
The monsters always won. And the people of Raven Creek began to believe nothing could save them.
Then one rainy evening, during a village gathering, an unlikely voice spoke. A carpenter named Elias.
He wasn't wealthy. He wasn't famous. He wasn't a warrior. Most people barely noticed him.
Yet while everyone else had been searching for ways to fight the monsters, Elias had been studying them, watching them, learning their habits, and what he discovered changed everything.
the monsters hated one thing more than humans: each other. They argued constantly. They competed for treasure, for food, for status, for control. None of them trusted the others. In fact,
If they hadn't needed one another, they probably would have killed each other years earlier.
That realization sparked an idea. A dangerous idea. The following week, rumors began appearing throughout the forest.
Nobody knew where they came from. Some claimed Brugg was secretly hiding treasure.
Others suggested Dreadclaw planned to betray the group. Still more hinted that Morgath intended to become their leader.
At first, the monsters dismissed the rumors, but then they started noticing things. A suspicious glance, a missing sack of food, a private conversation. Small details suddenly seemed meaningful. The rumors grew. The distrust grew, and the cracks in their alliance widened.
Soon they were arguing every day, watching each other constantly, waiting for betrayal.
That alone might have destroyed them eventually, but Elias wasn't finished. He had one final move.
One lie so tempting that none of the monsters would be able to resist it.
The rumor spoke of an ancient treasure hidden beneath Blackstone Mountain, a relic from before the Dark Kingdom existed. A treasure capable of granting immense power.
Enough power to make one monster ruler over all others. The story spread quickly, and exactly as Elias predicted.
Every monster wanted it, not for the group, for themselves. On a stormy night, they set out for Blackstone Mountain.
Lightning flashed overhead, thunder rolled through the valley, and deep beneath the mountain they discovered a narrow cave entrance.
The moment they arrived, the arguments began. Who would enter first? Who would claim the treasure? Who deserved the power?
Brugg demanded leadership. Dreadclaw challenged him. Morgath refused to step aside. Scorn threatened everyone,
And it was unlike anything the mountain had ever witnessed. The monsters attacked with all their strength. Massive blows shook the cavern. Rock walls cracked. The ground trembled. Chunks of stone fell from above.
Despite the collapsing cave, the monsters attack one another blindly, consumed by rage and greed inside Blackstone Mountain.
A deep, terrifying rumble. For a moment, everything went silent. And then the mountain collapsed. Thousands upon thousands of tons of rock crashed downward. The cave vanished. The entrance disappeared. And the 5 monsters were buried beneath the mountain forever.
Be careful, everyone.
Do you think anyone could have survived this? We have to try.